Hey guys, Pandastar here, and it has been a while. I apologize for that. I have been busy, as well with like personal things and music stuff, and then just plain I like to play video games quite a bit. So I have not been updating this channel, and I apologize because I that's something that I've been wanting to do, and I failed you, and I apologize. I do bring great news. Finally, after years of wanting this to happen, you can now get my latest album found on all music media platforms. So whether you guys listen to Spotify, Pandora, or you go on Apple Music, I do not know much more because I just use Spotify. But now you can actually listen to the album on there, and that is really exciting for me. It's a bit of a milestone, and as well as my music, you can hear the music of the other artists from the Play It Loud label, which I recommend. Shadrew. Yes, you can finally listen to all that music on the go in your car or wherever. I've been listening to some albums when I've been at work. It is awesome, and I'm extremely thankful to finally have that happen. Some of you don't know, but I actually played a show in Tampa about a week and a half ago, and the whole experience was freaking amazing. I showed up there the day before the show, and we actually had great time at the Kira Kira Pop show in Orlando. May have gotten a little too drunk, but whatever. It was my first time ever trying sake, and the bartender wanted to make sure that my experience was great and gave me a lot of free drinks. And just the atmosphere. I've never been to any type of show like that. It's literally like you walk into some type of club in Japan, and that's the music that's playing with all the different artists that were there. The visuals of everything, the lights. I had a lot of fun at that show. Finally got to really get to talk to certain people that I've been wanting to talk to. One of my good friends from, just knowing him through Facebook and everything, Benji, we actually got to he goes by Die Benji Die. He's a visual artist and actually a really freaking good one, and actually puts a lot of time and effort into any type of visual art towards specific musicians. Tries to get a good feel and makes the performance a lot more of like an atmosphere. And I'm really thankful for people like Benji because when you play shows and everything, like if you were to go to a specific show, like to go see a band and you see stuff playing in the background, or like if they have fire come up or smoke or whatever, that is all part of the performance. And if you don't have certain aspects like that, it doesn't create such a powerful atmosphere. So I really appreciate the work that Benji puts into doing visuals for specific artists. I actually got to have really good one-on-one talks with him, and probably one of my favorite people in the world. Super cool person. Also got to really get to know Andrew, who goes by Shadrew. Really amazing musician. I honestly can say I never really listened to Shadrew's music before the Play It Loud compilation album. And then when he released his new single, I went crazy over it. It was like the only thing that was playing in my car for the longest time, and being able to talk and hang out, like that's what I love about this community is you look up to these musicians and you listen to them and whatnot, and the next day they can be like your roommate or your best friend, and you get to go on all these fun little adventures. And I don't know, like that whole experience, hanging out, rooming with Andrew, his girlfriend, their friend Kimberly, and Benji, like we just had a blast. Whether it was, playing Pokemon cards in the whether it was like playing Pokemon cards in the hotel room, or going to Taco Bell, or going to Walmart. Like, I don't know, that whole time was like one of the best times, and I was so happy to be able to stay with them. Now, the show was actually at a really cool venue. It was more of like a beer bar. They only had like craft beer, and it was an outdoors situation, which was really interesting because I had only ever played at an outdoor venue once, but I wasn't one of the outdoor acts. This was at a rave that was in Baltimore. The bar had like a really nice look about it. Everyone was really friendly, and not to mention the musicians, got a couple free drinks, and they just so happened to have my favorite beer on tap for free, because I'm sorry I can't drink anything like watered down. I'm sorry, it's personal preference. But the show was actually really, really great. Despite the fact my set did not go as planned, my mixer, which I actually have right here, I'm looking at it, I'm judging it because I'm going to open this thing up and see if I can do anything about it. But my mixer blew up during the third or fourth song during my set, and we had a lot of technical difficulties. I'm not going to lie, I was super pissed off, but looking back on it, the whole experience was much more amazing to be around everyone. So with all of that being said, I'm going to... Oh my god, this is so shaky. It's because I have the I have the webcam up on my MacBook. It's weird, and every time I press down on the table, it's like a fucking earthquake. I am going to show you the footage, so I hope you guys enjoy the whole craziness that went on. Some of it will have audio, some of it won't, and yeah. So thanks again for listening, and I'll see you guys next time.
the only way I can help. I know I love it.
so many mistakes tonight. This is stylish, probably cause I spend my time so divided between making shit turns in my bedroom and watching documentaries on Netflix or nothing new. These tied together, most nights fade fast. I like the memory of holding her hand last. Another party invite, maybe I'll meet someone who likes all the things I like. Maybe I'll meet someone who likes Becker Initial D or tries to spit shaky zombie rhymes in Japanese. No, you don't know about that? Nobody does that anymore? Okay. I mean, the party's on and poppin', but it just ain't my thing. These people trying to think this goes to get frisky, but I'm just not my bright self today. If I can let us know, I think I'm sober again.